I'm going to have to put it down. So I'm going to put it down flat. Take this board, put it down on the edge of it. And stick to it. Stick to it. Can you see me doing this now? I've got it sticking on the back. Then what you do is you pinch the top and the back together to make a trough. As much as you can. It doesn't have to be a big trough. So that's going to catch the dust that comes off your pastels. And it won't be dusty on your table.
You have to take your robe off because you're going to get it all dirty. And it's cold. I'll bring your sweater.
So Olga, can you repeat that one more time, just verbally, to repeat what you did?
Okay, take your tape, put it on the edge of your board that you have, or the cardboard that Melanie provided for you. Tape it on the bottom edge of it, the sticky part facing you. And then when you do that, it's sticking on the bottom. Then pinch the front and the back together as close to the board. So you create a trough. Doesn't have to be a big trough, but and then when you lean it against something behind your board, it'll make the dust fall forward and catch on the sticky part of the tape. That's the idea of it anyway. Melanie, I'm going to move mine further, so I'm going to have to change my camera a little bit.
Okay. I give you permission.
Okay.
That looks good.
Okay. So that's basically a setup of your board. So it's not totally necessary, but I think it would save you from having the dust fall all over you. It's going to be a little dustier than normal, just to warn you. And the what do you call it? The toilet paper is good because it's softer. So I'll show you when we start doing some blending. Then you can see.
I cannot see Olga, honey.
Do you see Olga's hands?
No, it's
Is it the? Okay. Let me fix it again. I remove the spotlight and now I spotlight for everyone. Can everyone see Olga's page?
Go back or what?
Yeah.
No.
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Love to see you always. Okay. Now I'm going to just run through a little bit of some tips. I did send, I don't know if Melanie has sent it to you, but
I cannot see Olga.
A few tips on soft pastel drawing.
Go back to the main screen. Wait.
Are there any questions with the setup?
I see Hanya joined us now. She's
Your
getting
microphone is
set up.
unmuted, so they cannot hear me.
Oh, now we can hear you, Ludi. Yes.
No, it's unmuted, so I can hear.
Melanie?
Yes, June?
I don't know why my picture isn't up. It just says June.
Here, I clicked the ask to start video button for you. And Olga, can you review one last time on how to attach the tape for our newcomers?
Okay, one more time. Okay, I taped my paper to the
I
board.
get that.
And you have a cardboard, I think Melanie gave you.
Mm-hmm.
Now take a piece of tape. I'll take it, I'll show you again. I'll take mine off and show you again. So what I'm going to do is take the piece of tape, wide, just slightly wider on each side of your cardboard. Mine is a little board that I have here. So I'm going to tape it a little bit longer on each side. Okay. Now I'm going to take, actually the easiest way is maybe to put it down, sticky side up. and put your cardboard, I'm not sticking, cardboard on as far to the top, as long as it's just touching the top of the tape. So it sticks to the tape. So mine's sticking to the tape. Now I'm going to take the front and the back of this tape, if I can get it together, and just pinch it. And basically you're creating a trough on both sides. Stick that one together and stick that one at the bottom, at the other one end. So, and make sure it's sticking to the back though.
Okay.
Now you've got a bit of a trough. Doesn't have to be a full trough, but it'll be, this is where your pastels are going to catch the dust that comes off them.
Oh.
This is a little bit messier than watercolor pencils, but it's very similar in principle. Okay. Nothing else still. Lighting. Okay, I hope everyone's got that.
Yes.
We've got a bit of a trough.
Yep.
And then I'm going to mention, I gave, Melanie, did you run off that 6 soft pastel drawing techniques?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, I'm just going to go through just some of those just to refresh our memory. Some of these are very, as I said, similar to watercolor pencils. And so here's I'm going to give you a little bit of a lesson. Your pastels are usually in the brand new ones, they come like this. They come nice and fresh and rectangular. So
You can talk
you can
now.
use, this is where you can use the,
Could we mute everyone? And then
yeah, it's hard to.
Thank you.
Okay, you're going to take, this is the technique, some of the techniques that you can use for pastels. And some of them, as I said, are similar to the watercolor ones. I'm going to take my picture off. Okay, so what you're going to do is you can use the edge of your pastel to give a fine line. The more pressure you put, the thicker the line. So if you want the more pressure, the lighter the line. So this is just using the edge of your pastel. Now the second one is using the side of your pastel, and this covers more area and it gives a softer, so I could go like the soft. And again, the more pressure, the darker it is. The lighter pressure, so it'll cover more of an area. So that's using the side. It's effective to put a lot of color. It varies the sort of the marks on your page, and it blocks off areas. So that's another one. The other one that we talked about with the watercolor pencil is the hatch and cross hatching. And that basically is going, again, lighter, darker, going in one direction and cross hatching in the other if you wanted to cover a certain area.
Trying to figure this out.
One on top of the other. So it gets clean lines on top of some of the color and use the edge of a pastel. It also can help with blending the colors. The other one is the blending itself. So you can mix colors together or create a variety of, so the tools are, you can basically, okay, I'll just do some marks, or I'll just do a side. And you can blend with your finger, or this is where I mentioned the toilet paper. Save your fingers. You can blend to soften.
Oh,
You soften your color. That's one thing to do. So you can use a paper towel, finger, the cotton ball, or even the Q-tip that I mentioned. I'll show you for finer areas. But the idea is don't overuse it, because you don't want the whole page to be all soft. You want some harder edges, some darker areas. So that's why this is a lovely blending technique if you want to mix later on 2 colors together. I'm just going to try one just to show you. So if I did that and I wanted to blend it with the blue, I could blend it together in some areas. Okay, so that is sort of the blending technique. The other one was the scumbling. Remember I told you scrumbling tips. If you want textural effects by dragging some pastel across a whole layer of already fixed color. And I think I've done this already where I've shown you this blending, but it basically is covering an area and then scrumbling across, going across the certain area. Let's try this one up here. Okay, so you're blending, you see the blue. If you do it lightly, you'll see the layers. You'll see the blue underneath and then the color on the, and I'll change the color slightly to a different color. So in some ways it's called layering because you can layer by mixing layer base color. Okay, I'll try another color. Let's see, what can we do here? I've done green, yellow. Put some yellow down here. And then I'm going to put another color on top of it. And you'll get a new color. If you soften it, and I'm going to use my toilet paper. Use your finger too, but your finger will get messy. Now here's, okay, so you can create a sort of an orangey color in some areas. You can darken it again if you wanted to later, or even cross hatch and blend.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's those are a couple of, there's not a whole lot of techniques. I'm sure there are others, but this is some of the techniques you can use with your pastels. Now these soft pastels are very, as I said, they're very soft and they are dusty. And basically then you can tip, oh, I should have kept this, tip it, and then the dust can fall and catch on your trough. So it's not coming all over your lap or on the floor. And it tries to keep your area clean. Is there any questions? A few things that I just mentioned. Nope. Okay, well, any questions? No? Okay, let's see. So the thing then we're going to go into doing a sketch. Now, I gave you the peppers. Now, you don't have to do peppers. Earlier today, I'm just going to mention, where's my, I did a sketch of the pears that we had, and I tried using pastels. And you could take the pears if you like too. It's just a different medium. We did it with watercolor pencils. You can do it with acrylics. Now this is using soft pastels. I'm learning with you how to do this too, so don't think that I'm an expert on this. Okay, take a pencil and sketch out your picture of whatever one you want to use. I'm going to use the peppers that I gave you, so just to see that I'm going to get them closer to me here. I can't see. Okay. Okay, so we got the peppers, and I'm going to look at the picture and I'm going to position them. Let me start with this one here. This jalapeno pepper. Now you probably won't see mine. I'm just going to, I'll do it a little bit darker, but you don't have to do it as dark as me.
Wait, Olga, before we continue, can you ensure that the volume is completely off on, I believe on the phone? That must be what's feeding back and causing that squeaking sound.
Well, I'm completely off.
Can you say something now so we could test?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Sounds much better.
Squeaking? Is
That's
squeaking
good.
still?
Nope, I don't think so.
Okay, so here we are. We're going to, and again, I mean, you can refer to your color wheel if you ever want it. It's just a helpful hint of mixing the colors. So if you wanted to mix, as we mentioned last time, the yellow with another to create a shadow, you would look on your color wheel, find the yellow and the complementary color. Where's my colors here? Okay, here. Okay, where's my yellow?
There's still a bit of that squeaking sound for some reason.
I don't know why. Let's do it quieter on my
Yeah,
iPad then.
maybe the iPad, yeah, maybe that could help.
Is that better? No, I can hear myself over here, but I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, I've got it as low as I can go. Oops,
Mhm.
I shut it off.
Oops.
Okay, sorry.
That's okay.
Now you disappeared. I don't
I
see you.
know.
It's okay, we'll fix it.
Oh,
We'll
dear.
fix it. We'll fix it.
Can you see me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
I don't know how else to get quieter. I don't know.
Maybe the iPad, maybe there's just a general echo in your room.
Okay.
1 or 2 notches down on the iPad might fix it.
Hi.
How's that? You know what? Well, I can't shut off the iPad or else you won't hear me. Unless I put the sound on my phone and I can take off the iPad
Yeah,
volume.
I think we could do that. You could turn on the volume on the phone and then turn it off on your iPad.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Now I can't hear you.
Olga, I guess you have to, let me ask to unmute your phone. So you should see a notification on your phone to turn on the volume. I think this is good, yeah?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, but is the volume off on your iPad?
Yes.
You have to volume off on the iPad and then volume on the phone.
Okay, hold on. Okay, no sound. I've unmuted and video off my iPad.
I think this is good.
Yeah, you sound good.
Yeah, there's your face. Yeah, no, this is good.
Okay,
Thank you, Olga.
that better?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
Olga, okay,
Olga,
keep on going. So
Yes.
we're just giving
Olga, we have
ourselves.
a question from Carmelita.
so Olga, the
Okay.
sketch should be light. The
Well,
sketch
you could do it
should
light
be,
because I would say light because you're going to be putting the pastels and depending on the white, the yellow or whatever colors you're going to be doing,
okay,
you want to make sure they show up.
okay, thanks.
Okay, so you can do it lightly so you can see it's a reference for you where when you start doing the pastels.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so I'm just going to try to do my sketch here along with you guys.
So this is just a pencil. Excuse me, this is pencil?
This is just a sketch with a pencil.
Okay,
I mean, you could use a pastel, actually. Some people do use pastel to sketch with. I know I use pastel. That's how mainly I've used pastels is with sketching and life drawing classes. So I'm fairly new to pastels as far as drawing. But it's a nice medium. Some people just love it, especially for portrait pictures and stuff of animals or people. Okay. Again, this is just a reference, just pepper doesn't have to look exactly like the picture or. Okay, I'm going to, the detail can go on later. I would suggest the way we did with watercolor, maybe highlight the areas where the light is hitting the pepper. I mean, you can use white. I don't know if you have white in your mixture, but sometimes it doesn't turn out white because you've got other colors underneath. So I would just lightly avoid a certain area and gives you a highlight, and you can avoid that area when you're coloring it in. It gives a three-dimensional look to your particular item. And okay, now I'm going to do the pepper. brighter light. Okay. Some of you might be better drawers than I am, but
Olga, don't worry, you're for sure better at drawing than me.
not really. Drawing is a skill as well. Like, that's another area of a medium that's people just love. Nice thing to have is that sort of something in your purse or whatever when you're going someplace and then you're sitting in a doctor's office or some office and you want to pass the time. You could be sketching around what's around you. Mine is not coming out here very well. Now this pepper looks shorter because again, they call it foreshadowing. You're going behind, you're going in a distance and an angle. So it looks funny when you're drawing it because you think it's too fat. When you start putting some detail in it, you'll start to see the dimensions of it. Okay.
As promised last week, I'm now playing the Queen Philharmonic Orchestra thing. I don't want it to be too loud so that we can hear your instructions, Olga, but can everyone hear it at least a little bit? Yes. I could get nods or yeses. Thank you, Cindy.
We can start dancing or something,
Yeah.
Dancing.
I haven't heard this one too, so we'll try to guess the songs together.
And again, fruits and vegetables are not perfect shapes. I mean, some of them are, but I mean, when you're drawing them or creating them, they don't have to be exact. No one's going to know what the actual fruit looked like. It's whatever your rendition is. And you say, that's the way my fruit looked like when I drew it. So there's my sketch. I don't know if I like this particular one, but we can always change it. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm going to put the highlights, just the areas that are shiny in my pepper, just to save them. So I'll try to avoid that space. I mean, I might not. I said you can always go over it. But I'm just going to highlight. It makes it a little easier. Oops. Is there any questions so far? How's it going?
We have Gabriel showing his drawing. Let me show. Add spotlight. Ooh.
Oh, wow. I like
good stuff.
Great job there.
Oh,
Okay. So now we can start, maybe we could start taking our pastels. And you can start anywhere. Notice there's in my pepper anyway, there's a reflection. Let me show you. See here, there's a reflection of this orange against this pepper. So when you're actually coloring it in later on, you could start with a basic color, but then you see the shadows again from one to the other, and that's where the color reflects on the other pepper, in my case. So here's a little bit of orange, it's reflecting on the green. And then this very simple background, we could do that later, and because you might get some dust coloring behind your pictures, because this is again dusty, but you can cover that up with a background like it has here. And this doesn't have to be that way, you could do it any other color, but it just gives it a table, a suggestion of a table. So, okay. Let's see what we can do. You can start anywhere. Maybe I'll start. We start with the lightest color that I have. Okay, there's a bit of a yellowy color in my picture here. Orangey yellow. Now I'm going to use the side of my, they actually suggest you can break it if it's too big. You can break it in half and use the side, but I'm just going to gently use the whole one. And I think the hatching and the cross hatching is good to use if you want to darken an area. So I put it an area lightly, and I can make it around on this side too, but in my picture it looks more orangey than this sort of golden yellow that I have here. Again, peppers are not always evenly colored. There's areas where they're redder, oranger, different coloration on them too. Okay, I'm going to use a little bit of yellow here. Oh, this is too big. I'm going to cut it in half. Okay. And I don't know if I mentioned on that sheet, it says to keep your pastels clean. I think it said that you can put them in is it sawdust? I don't know if you have sawdust, but you put them in uncooked rice or sawdust in a box, and it will clean off the colors when you start mixing them and pick up the other pastel colors. So you can just swipe them on a cloth to clean off the surface. Okay, just a suggestion here. Okay, now I'm going to get some orange. I'm just blocking what they call blocking out areas in orange.
Sorry, what color is that, Olga?
This is orange. I have a sort of collection of a good collection of colors. So I've got a golden yellow, a bright yellow, and then I've got this orange, and then it goes up in colors in the red colors. These
Okay.
are the warm colors and these are my cool colors.
Okay.
But I'm going to mix them. I'm going to put in some, I can even put some darker like a red. And I'm going to try that in a minute. I'm just going to put a little bit here. And I'm going to show you what, with a paper towel or even a Q-tips are good for edges. That's why I suggest a Q-tip, but for bigger areas, you can take your finger, try to keep your fingers clean, and then just go gently on a certain area, and you see how you soften. So the orange with the yellow mixes, blends together, and you get a sort of a different color, just a yellowy orange. And we'll put accents, those shadows on afterwards. But right now we're laying down the colors.
So you put the highlights already. It's not like putting them over or on top of it.
Yeah, I think I'll do that on top. If you do it lightly, then you can put different colors. This is what's called layering on top. Just to show you, I'm going to do one.
Oh, you can do that for highlights, the layering?
Yeah, you could do highlights, or you can just like, here's like I'm showing, this is a darker, just sort of a reddy orange. See, I'm doing like a cross hatch. So I'm getting it darker in that area. Now, if I don't like it, I can always blend it in as long as I do it lightly. But we're just laying down colors because we don't have all the colors in. I think a lighter hand, I think is easier, that produces better pictures because you can always darken it by pressing harder on your pastel.
Yeah, because it forms line if it's too. Yeah.
That's right. If it's too dark,
it forms line. Yeah.
and I just noticed that what I could do is you could do later too, is just to outline it. Not all the way
I
around,
have a
but
question.
Olga, we have a question from Gabriel.
yes.
Yeah. Do you put all the colors in and then blend it in, smear it, or do you go put few colors and then you blend it in and you put some more colors after?
Well, I think I would concentrate on one pear or one pepper and like work on that. And then you can see some areas that you can soften, but don't get fiddly, because this is what happens. Everybody, you think, oh, it's not good enough, so I'll put another color in. And before you know it, you mess it up. So put in the colors. It's good to block in those colors. And notice when I'm going to go along this edge, I'm going to soften it with a Q-tip.
Oh.
You can do it with a piece of toilet paper too. But I found that this seemed to work. See, I blended in the colors up here. Now, in order to differentiate, I noticed that in order to see that, to see where the bump is, so to speak, there's a darker line.
Mhm.
So
I saw the
either,
bacon and I was like, I need that. Oh, sorry, I'm not muted. Sorry, I just got my lunch and I'm very excited.
I've never seen anybody so excited about eating.
No, I have to show you. Like, I got a hamburger from the cafeteria and it has bacon in it.
Oh, wow.
I had my spotlight and onion rings. Don't mind me.
Enjoy your lunch.
Thank you.
Now, you see, I put in a little bit of a darker line here to sort of show that there is a bump. If there's a darker area against a lighter area, it'll show up. It becomes a little more three-dimensional. We can always accent it, as I said, later. So I'm just sort of concentrating on this sort of area right here, softening some areas off. Being very conscious of that, not to do the whole thing with blending, because then it doesn't have as much character. So some areas sort of give it a hint, give it a hit of a darker color. and you can drag it. You can drag the color even with the color that you have underneath that you're pulling it. See, I've dragged this around and it's showing a bit lighter yellow. And actually, I don't really want the lighter yellow, but I could use it up here. So it doesn't, and I'm going to go over it with a darker color anyway.
The nice thing about it is it doesn't get dry, right? So you can work on it and come back and.
Yeah, you can. At the end, you'll have to basically make sure you keep it under a piece of plastic or something and lay flat, because the dust, like I said, if you put something on top of it, it'll smear if you move it around. I think when you're all finished, there is a fixative that you can spray it with. I don't know if this one is showing up that much here. I just think it's interesting to try different mediums, and then you sort of get interested in ones that you really like and then pursue them further. But it just breaks up the monotony of and you concentrate more. Get your mind off things. I think I put it too much. Okay, let's see. There's some beautiful portraits done with pastels. And there's a variety, like they suggest if you get into pastels, you can use a variety of pastels. There's hard pastels, there's oil pastels. You can mix them for certain things that you want. So these are just soft ones because I thought they'd be easier to blend, to use. I'm going to tip this and I'm going to see if I can get the dust to fall off every so often, so you're not collecting the dust on your, that's why you tilt your board a bit, because otherwise you'll be having the dust sit on your picture.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay. I don't know here. I think I'm going to try another one. I'm getting too fiddly. I'm going to see if I can finish this one here.
Fingers.
Melanie, are you there? Olga,
Yes.
can you show me, is this bad? How can I improve?
Do you want to show me your picture? Hold on.
Do you see it?
Hold on, I'm just trying to find you here. Okay, where are you? Still don't see you. Oh, there. I love those, the coloration. Hold on, I'm gonna hit it so I can see it.
Do you see it?
I
Can
like
you-
the shadows, like the purple and the blue. They look great. If you wanted to, I mean, they're fine the way they are. If you wanted to sort of, how to explain it, sort of graduate it in one area so it doesn't look like it's three different colors. Do you know what I mean? Like with the darker, the one on the left-hand side, make it a little bit more yellow and gradually get into the blue or whatever color that looks like. Do you know what I mean?
More yellow, yeah.
Just a touch. Try a little bit of blending. But I like it. And also near, you know where the stem is? Maybe there should be a designation where it starts. You know how make it a little darker around the stem where it touches the pear. Do you know what I mean, Gabriel?
More darker. Okay.
But do it lightly.
Thank you.
Don't do it too heavy. I like it.
I want to ask you a question. How do you do the edges?
How do you do the what? The edges?
Yeah, the end, yeah.
What do you mean the end?
You have to put the line around or how you just blend it and leave it?
Well, you don't have, you know what you do is, okay, I'll show you, okay, here, I notice on my pear, on my pepper, that it sort of looks like a red outline, but I'm not gonna go all the way around with the red. I'm going to define it a little bit to show and then blend it in. It's not gonna go all the way around. I'm just looking to see where, and that way I'm gonna just do this. And then I'm going to take my Q-tip and I'm just going to slightly blend it in so it looks like it's part of the pear. Do you see how the pepper? Do you see what I did?
Yeah, okay, thank
Some
you.
places, not everywhere. I mean, there's stylistic versions of things too. You see a lot of paintings where they're outlined all in black. That's a style. Sometimes they're all solid colors. No, there's no shading. But if you're looking at the actual realistic picture, then you try to blend in with suggestions of darker edges.
Thank
And that's where the
you.
shadows are, like the shadow against the jalapeno pepper. In my case, it's going to be darker. And actually I could see myself putting a little bit of that dark green just to give it a suggestion of, I'm just going to try that. I don't know if it's going to work because the shadow is, the jalapeno pepper is creating a shadow on this other pepper. And when I blend it, does that work? Trying to see, can't see myself here. You see how it
Right.
creates the shadow against this pepper. Now I'm going to try to do the other pepper.
Color is that dark green?
This is green. I've got a light green.
Oh, light green, okay.
And I might even use a little bit of yellow. Because I see a little bit of yellow in there.
What you're
And then-
using right now is light green.
It's a light green and I'm going to put a little bit of yellow in it.
Okay.
And I'm going to blend it a little bit. So I'm creating that light shade against the outside of the pepper. And I notice there's a little bit of orange right here. Let's see if I put a little bit of orange on this side of the pepper. It's reflecting on from the orange. But I definitely going to use a darker because I want anything light and dark. The dark will emphasize the other pepper in this case. Okay, let's try this. Now I've got a darker green. I'm going to block out. And there's different colorations on the green anyway. There's light, there's dark. So you can put a little bit of yellow in it. And you could actually, just like what Gabriel did, put a different color like purple. I mean, you could really play around with colors as long as you get the shades, the darker shade, the other shade to give you a three-dimensional look of the pepper or the object. I mean, you've got peppers, so I mean pears. A good idea is to sometimes just step away from your picture just to see where you're going. If it's where you think you may have to correct something or you have to put a different shade. So here I'm going to darken this. I mean, blend this, I should say. Are you enjoying this medium?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The hard part about this medium is to try to keep your hands clean.
Yeah.
Like right now, what they call is blocking out an area, block out the side of your chalk, pastel.
Sorry, what's that?
You're blocking, it's called blocking out a big area using the side.
What color is that, Olga?
I'm going to work on my shadows after put in the block the colors off. See, this pepper is going to have a shadow on the orange one. Now I'm using the complementary color of the red to do my shadows. So I've got green. And I put a little bit of green and blended. Oops. With my red.
So you put it on top?
Yeah, I do it lightly on top and then I blend it. And then on the edges, I notice it's much darker, so I could put it darker. Can always darken it. But sometimes it's hard to keep the light, so try not to kill the brightness. Anybody want to show me where they're at?
Yeah, I'm coming. 1 minute.
Great,
There's mine.
great, Carmelita. And I like your pears. They look great. I love the shadows behind them. And Irene, show me
You see
again.
mine?
Great. Oh, I like those purple and blue. I love that. That's great. And Ludi, wow. I love it. And June, how about you?
I'm coming. I'm having
Okay,
problems.
Joan, I'm sorry I missed you. Hold it higher. I can't see Joan. Higher.
Me? No, that's Joan.
Joan, hold it higher. Higher. Hold it higher. Hold it higher, Joan. Higher. Oh, there they are. Oh, wow. And all that is pastels. Great. Oh, I like that. Whose is that? This is Hanya.
Can you hear me now? I don't know.
Yeah,
where
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. I
So-
see you.
Yeah, I like this. I like doing this. I like pastels.
They're
fun.
really nice.
They're fun. Yeah.
And you can put, some of you maybe are at the stage where it would help to put in, sort of identify a line where the table is, or whatever the surface. And that's where you can use the side of your pastel to suggest, and just go lightly. And you can vary the color if you want. I haven't put the shadows of my pears in yet. We're not going to see that anyway.
Yeah, you just put it on and then it very easy.
sure many of you would never have done soft pastels before this. Maybe you would, I don't know. Any comments? Any?
Olga, what can I improve? What I have to do to improve? You see mine?
Yeah, I can see it. You've done a good job, really. I'm just trying to think of,
that, not
you
as
know,
good as yours.
well, listen, no, I'm not expert on this, I'm telling you for sure. I'm just going to suggest that in the pair that's like lying down, even though the picture shows it very all yellow, you could vary it a little bit different yellow, you know, to make it look rounder. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
And that would make, but I don't think, move it over a little bit because I can't see move it towards your face. Yeah. Okay. At the very end, it's too even a line. So if you can put some more yellow on the top of that round one and the shadows more at the bottom. But I like the purple and the colors that you've put in there. It really looks good. You should be proud of yourself.
Okay. Thank you.
Great job.
Yeah, I think everyone should be
I'll show
proud
you
of
my
themselves.
other one again.
These are truly 3D looking fruits and vegetables, and I never even knew this was
Here's another one.
achievable in an online art class. Oh yeah, we have the peppers.
Like
Looking
I've
good.
never, great,
How about
I have
this?
never, oh wow, look at that. You've done a lot of work there. My goodness. Good for you. I'm glad you're taking on like with enthusiasm
one,
and trying
for the
different
kids.
things.
For the kids.
I don't know.
Ah.
Great job.
Olga, I have a general question.
Yeah.
When I dust off the thing, I find a trail of color coming on my white paper. How do I fix that?
Well, you know what you do? What you do is you're going to put the background in.
Oh, is that what you have to do with this?
Well, you'd put the background. See, I put in my background right here. I just put it like just to suggest a background, and that'll take away. You can blend together some of the dust that you got on the paper.
Okay.
Olga, this is what I did yesterday.
Whoa.
Looking good.
That watercolor pencils?
No, it's pastel, but I didn't know how to use it yet.
Well, that's great. You know what? You've got one tone. You're blending it, right? They're all blended. So now what you could do is you can go in and put some texture by pressing on heavier line, heavier shade in some areas, and that'll make them round up.
Okay.
But I think that's a beautiful composition. You've done a good job that way. I hope my tips have helped you. I don't know, like as I said, I'm new at this too. So, but I hope the tips have helped you with trying to the blending and the how to use the techniques of the soft pastels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that trough is a good idea, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it sort of keeps the dust from falling on you and on the table. And I don't like my pepper right here, but I don't know. Needs more shadows.
It looks good.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
June, where's yours? I haven't seen yours.
I'm suffering a little bit, but I'll show you.
Hold on. Move it over to your right.
To my right.
Oops. Yeah, to your, I don't know, your left or your right. I don't know which. I can't see you. Hold on.
Is that her job that she has?
I don't know how to get your picture on.
I don't know.
Where's Melanie? Melanie.
I didn't
Hello,
see
yes,
anything.
hi.
How do I get June on screen?
Oh, June on screen. So spotlight for everyone, June. And now June, you can see how to fix it.
Okay.
Beautiful.
June, you've done your, what they call blocking the colors in. Now you've done a lot of blending. So now what you do is you go take some of the color, like a brighter color, or the shadow. Remember I was telling you about shadows.
Okay,
And you can go in on some parts, look at the picture, and in some places darken up so you get some three-dimensional look.
okay,
But you've got the blocking in, which is good.
okay.
So don't get
Okay.
discouraged. Just look at, remember what I said with the red, you can put, for complementary color, you would use a green.
Okay,
And for the orange, you use a bluey green. So you can put some blue, a little bit of green. That's to create your shadow. And then you can blend that with the color underneath, but not all over, just in certain areas.
okay.
Melanie, I have a blank screen. Melanie.
And if you want to put the highlight, do you have white in your mixture?
Yeah,
Try putting white. I don't know. I mean, sometimes because you've got the other colors, but try to put white. I don't know, to get a highlight.
okay.
Yeah. I made the mistake of using black. Black is hard to erase.
I wouldn't use black. That's why they suggest not black, use the complementary color for the
Yeah.
shadow.
I can't erase it, yeah. Oh gosh.
But you can put
How
another
would you do
color
it?
on it.
Yeah, I put a lighter color on.
Should you erase it? You know what I used for my shadow was the Q-tip that I used to blend.
That's right. These Q-tips are really good because they're fine. You can go into a really fine area. I like the Q-tip, or like I said, the toilet paper, but then it's just harder to make it fine. Even your finger, but you have to clean your fingers off. A finger will do it as well.
But the Q-tip with a bit of color from blending just worked really well for the shadow.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because in a picture, it wouldn't be pure white. There's in a painting, there'd be a little bit of color near the edge of the white as shadows, right?
Yeah, well, we did that on other stuff
You could do it with the
Peppers
shirt,
are
the sharp
beautiful,
edge of
Olga.
the-
How many of you have used soft pastels before?
or
No,
No?
no.
Well, then you listen, just pat yourself on your back. You did a great job. Just think the first time. Wow.
Hearing that from a former elementary school teacher and a former vice principal, I'm just like, wow, that's nice.
Yeah, it's high praise. Thank you.
Melanie, you have a
Since
blank screen.
you have a blank page, you want a blank page.
And I don't see anything on the computer.
Oh,
Did your computer fall asleep? Maybe try turning it on.
Yeah.
Try pressing some buttons, going back into Zoom. And since I have everyone's attention and it's 2:30. Oh wow, someone's calling me now. I can ignore. I'll call them back later. It's the end of April, so we're done our classes. I have been working hard to calculate the cost of the new classes, and Olga's been kind enough. There we go, unmuted, Gabriel. Olga's been kind enough to increase the class size so we can accommodate for new students as well as all of you. So if all of you are available for the month of May on Thursdays, as we have been, you could tell me either right now, one by one, I will call on you. Or if you are unavailable, then you will let me know you're unavailable. So Marlene and the lovely ladies, are you available for May?
Yes, we are, Melanie.
Okay. Oh, wait, let me tell you the price before we say yes. It's going to be less, more for the borrowing price and less for the buying cost because we have less things that because we're going to be doing acrylic and watercolor pencil crayons. So 2 of each session. And the cost for buying supplies will be 30, but the cost for borrowing supplies will be 20.
3 of us or each of us?
For each person. Or wait,
So
That's double.
that's double.
Double.
Pardon?
So can you tell us what we're going to be doing the 4 sessions?
Yes, so the first 2 sessions will be watercolor pencil crayons, correct, Olga? Wait, I have it right beside me.
Yes, no, yes, we'll do it. I thought because everybody seemed to enjoy watercolor pencils, we thought we would do two in a row, 2 lessons with watercolor pencils. And we're going to try, this will be the first one. I thought we could do bottles, and that's basically shadows and doing, you can choose whichever bottle you want. Those are kind of an interesting. And the other one would be, again, a still life, or you can create your own still life. And that could be a still life, or it could be an object. You can do a vase, your shoe, anything, if you want to try. So that would be for the second one. But I have a reference. And then the landscape, there's 2 choices. And I'm going to try to teach, and I learn myself, how to simplify a photo. Like the top is a photo, both of them are, but they're dense. So we're going to try to simplify them and do them in acrylics. And then the last one we're going to do is barns. Turn the other one, a barn. We thought we could do a barn. That one would be really good with pastels, but I thought we'll just keep it to watercolor pencils. And then if you like pastels, in June, we could do pastels. I'd like to get some feedback about that.
I mean, everyone currently has pastels, Olga, so if you want, we can do pastels for the last one, or we could even make it personal choice, pastels.
Okay.
But that might be a lot for you to handle, teaching people to do acrylic while also doing pastels. So
no, not really. I mean, we could, because I mean, that's blocking colors in. We could give it a shot. These guys are really, they pick up really quickly. I'm really pleased. Good class.
Yeah, we have to keep everyone on their toes.
That's right.
Melanie, do we hang on to the watercolor pencils that we have?
It sounds like I have no so far. No one's interjected by saying no, I cannot attend in May. And yeah, we'll keep all the same supplies. If anything, I'll add more paint for everyone, and that's about it. Oh, of course, and canvases and paper for the upcoming month.
So when
so the delivery of the stuff is supposed to come in on the weekend and Monday. So I'm hoping to have everything ready for Tuesday and Wednesday, or even Thursday morning before our first class. So I have a yes from Marlene and the ladies. Carmelita, are you good? Irene Domagalski?
Yes, I'm good.
Marilyn Booth?
Yeah.
Hanya, it's Anne Halo. Yeah, Hanya Halo. June Kuzmovich?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, wait, I'm talking, but I'm not writing things down. Olga Shields, will you be there?
And Gabriel, he hasn't sent anything yet.
Gabriel and Cindy. Cindy, will you be there?
Yes, keep going.
Gabriel will be there, and Cindy, will you be there? I'll assume yes for now because I can't hear you. And Ludi Andrews, will you be able to join us again for May?
Not for May.
We will miss you so very much.
Sorry, but I learned a lot. Thank you so much.
Of course, of course. And yeah, I could always call you in the future. You could email me if you'd like to join for June.
Thank you.
All of you have been super students, and thank you for keeping up with me and tolerating me. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Olga.
Thank you, Olga and Melanie.
And we'll see you
We have a photo of all our work.
See you in May. Bye.
See you in May. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Melanie?
Thank you, thank you. Olga, don't turn off your cell phone yet.
Oh, you'll have a recording of all that.
Yes, we have a recording, so I will send it to you. I made a note, art recordings.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, Melanie. Oh, sorry.
Yes, Cindy?
Oh, you can hear me. Good. Thank you.
Oh, I can.
Yes. So that one week when we didn't have any watercolor paper, last week, I guess. Remember there was one week we didn't have any watercolor paper?
Mhm.
Do you